720,000.
970,000.
Over 1 million Lagosians. They know that if you give me your afternoon, I will give you hard facts.
Well done, Sandra, on all you do, going beyond the headlines and focusing on the facts.
I am Sandra Ezekwesili, and these are your hard facts. Hello, Lagos. Good afternoon. I am Sandra Ezekwesili, and these are your hard facts. First hard fact of the day: I beg to differ auditions ended a few minutes ago. It is over. Thank you to everyone who sent in an audition. We now have our full list of applicants. In fact, my judges have already started scoring the auditions. When they're done, we're going to have our short list of 18. The top 14 will qualify for the round of 16 directly, while the next 4 will go through a one-round playoff for the last 2 spots. Again, thank you to everybody who helped their child get ready for this, let their child audition for this, will let their child participate when the tournament begins. Thank you to all the kids who thought I can do this and who sent in an audition to do this. You are all amazing. And thank you so much to all the companies and organizations that are reaching out because they want to be a part of I Beg to Differ. Now, if you want to partner with us on I Beg to Differ, please send an email to ibegtodiffer@nigeriainfo.fm. ibegtodiffer@nigeriainfo.fm. Send an email there, and then we can pick up partnership conversations and see how we can work around your budget. Second hard fact of the day: 5,000. The Oyo State government says it has registered 5,000 okada riders to operate in the state. Remember that when Lagos announced its latest okada ban, Oyo said that they would go in a different direction. Instead, they decided to register them, collect revenue from them, and allow each rider to run particular routes. And it's just been really good. I'm going to keep my eye on this story. I'll keep following how both states are treating this same issue. So Lagos with their ban, Oyo with the registration and profiling and order, so that we can have conversations down the line about which approach is better, which policy approach is better. And hey, thanks for tuning into the show today. If you're tuning in for the first time, you are in great company. 1 million Lagosians listen to hard facts, and they cannot be wrong. Let's talk about President Buhari saying that the job is tough and he's eager to go. Then let's talk about the PDP nominating Funke Akindele for Lagos Deputy Governor. And then let's talk about the presidency saying that ransom payments are encouraging kidnappings. Today, we'll bring you Community U Report, where we'll touch base with you and find out how the flooding in your community is affecting you. Did your community flood? Did your part of Lagos flood? How did it affect you? Let's have that conversation from 4 o'clock. And at 5 o'clock today, let's talk about the road to 2023. There are more reactions to the APC choosing Shetima. Gbadegbo Road survivor defecting from PDP to Labour. Thugs attacking Labour's Oshun Guba candidate, and so much more. I'm currently watching the APC mega campaign rally happening in Oshogbo at the moment on my TV. So we'll talk about all of those at 5 o'clock. As usual, we'll have all the updates coming your way at the top of every hour. And then from 6:15, let's talk about respect. Do you think your children deserve respect? Do you get respect from your parents? How old were you when you finally could confirm for yourself, yes, my parents respect me? At what age did you earn the respect of your parents? At what age was it apparent that your parents respected you? As parents, do you owe your children respect? Let's have that conversation. 6:15. 6:15 is when we step down. We talked all this hard stuff on hard facts, right? And then from 6:15, we just step down into lighter conversation, everyday life. And we have that conversation until 7. And then I hand you over to the sports gang. But right now, let's get into the big three for the day. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, Lagos. These are your hard facts.
On Hard Facts. On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
How has Buhari performed as president? Does PDP's choice of Funke Akindele make sense? Does government have the moral right to discourage ransom payments? Those are the big three. Lagos, let's talk. President Buhari says the job is tough. He's eager to go, but he has left the country better than he met it. That's our first story. He said it to 10 APC governors who came to visit him in Daura. He told them, quote, "I'm eager to go. I can tell you it has been tough. I'm grateful to God that people appreciate the personal sacrifices we've been making. I wish the person who is coming after me the very best," end quote. Huriwa is dragging the president for this. They said, quote, "Following the admission by President Muhammadu Buhari that the presidency is tough and that he's eager to go, a call has gone to President Muhammadu Buhari from the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria to be honest enough to resign now to minimize the damage that his crass incompetence and gross dereliction of duty would cost the country if he stayed on until May 29th, 2023, end quote. Now, here's my own. I don't think the president should be surprised that the job is tough. Did he expect running a country to be easy? Also, I don't think it makes for good optics for a president with 10 months left on the job to be saying he's ready for it to be over. I mean, we're facing several major crises at the same time. There is the serious insecurity across the north and the southeast. There is terrible inflation. Food prices are going higher and higher. By the way, the bread makers strike is supposed to start tomorrow. We talked to them last week Wednesday on Balogun on Broad. They told us that they're striking because the cost of the ingredients for making bread is soaring, and they're accusing government of making it worse. So that's going on. And speaking of strikes, universities are closed because ASU is on strike over government's failure to honor their deal. And now we're hearing that other unions want to do a solidarity strike with ASU. And while this is happening, the president is saying he's tired of the job. He wants to go home. Was this the right signal to send? But fatigue aside, the president is also insisting that Nigeria today is better than the Nigeria he met in 2015. He first said it over a week ago. After he said it, Daily Trust wrote an article saying that the president was wrong, that Nigeria is worse now than in 2015. And Garba Shehu has now struck back on the president's behalf, and he said, all and any suggestion that the Buhari administration is not leaving Nigeria in a better place than we found it, especially on the key pillars of the economy, security and corruption, is pure fantasy, end quote. Now, I know I want to know who you agree with. My job is to put all the arguments in front of you, and then you let me know who you agree with. Do you agree with President Buhari and Garba Shehu, or do you agree with the Daily Trust? And do you think it was the right signal to send? Was it out of order for the president to say that he's eager to leave the job, or does it not matter? Is it normal to expect, now you don't work for almost 8 years, person go tire? 0700-993-993. That's for men. Women call me on 01465-7190. Share your thoughts with us on WhatsApp as well. WhatsApp is 080-959-75805. And of course, you can tweet at us at Nigeria Info FM. We're streaming live on Facebook. Facebook is Nigeria Info 99.3. During our second story, I'm going to play you a video of Funke Akindele declaring. So I would want for you to watch that video live on our live stream when I get to that story. Again, our live stream is Nigeria Info 99.3 on Facebook, Nigeria Info FM on YouTube. Everybody gets 1 minute. That's it. 1 minute, because all the phone lines are ringing and I want to talk to as many people as possible. Is Nigeria better or worse than when Buhari took over? Was it out of order for the president to say that he's eager to leave the job? Or does it not matter? 1 minute. 99.3, hello. Sorry about that. 99.3, hello.
Hello, good afternoon, President Sandra.
Good afternoon. What's your name, ma'am?
I'm Glory, calling you from Ikorodu.
Glory, welcome. You've got 1 minute.
All right. The president saying that he's tired. I think he's no longer capable of catering for this country. If he's tired, then he should retire. We are no longer interested in his rulership. For the past how many years, how has the country thrived? He has not been able to do a single thing for every citizen of this country. It is so shameful that we are still under his regime. Honestly, I agree with the paper. What's his name? Is he his spokesman or what? That said he has done this. But yes. Mm-hmm. Nothing. You just talked about insecurity, terrorism in almost all the states. So where are we going to?
Glory,
Please.
Thanks for calling. Remember, 1 minute, everyone. Chibike is on the line from Surulere. Chibike, you've got 1 minute.
Okay. Sandra,
Yes.
the president has, the country has gone from good to worse, right from 2015.
Okay.
In fact, things were even better when we had the former president.
Okay.
In fact, his resignation is long overdue.
Okay.
Do you understand? Seriously. He shouldn't be saying that now. Yeah, he should have resigned like in 2019 or 18.
Okay.
Because we have a lot of issues at our hands, you understand?
Okay.
He has not been able to solve any of those problems.
Okay.
Security, high cost of commodities, and so many problems we have in Nigeria.
Okay.
So it's long overdue, his resignation. He should just resign. That's the best thing to do, not to tell us that he doesn't want, that he's tired.
All right. Thanks for calling, Chibike. Remember, 1 minute, everyone. Benson is in Apapa. Hi, Benson.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. You've got 1 minute.
Okay, what I want to say is that the president also, the time he come to 2015 is better than this now. Because that time, they are selling bag of rice, 8,000 naira. Now it's 37,000 naira now.
Okay.
So this is the worst regime that ever since I was born in Nigeria. In Nigeria.
Okay.
It's a very shameful thing that a big nation like this, we are still up to now. We are still facing insecurity, bad roads, hungry, no education, no job. So it's the worst government so far in the history of the whole world.
All right, Benson. Thank you very much for calling. 99.3. Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Sandra.
Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, ma'am? Chine, welcome. You've got 1 minute.
Please, tell our president that he should better leave the country the way he met it. We prefer that one. Let him leave it the way he met it. We prefer it than this one. He has done worse. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Garba Shehu says that security is better now because Boko Haram no longer controls local governments in Borno. But Daily Trust and other critics say that security is worse since Boko Haram is still striking in the northeast. Plus, we now have terrorists in north central, northwest, and in the southwest. On the economy, Shehu says that the admin has built great infrastructure that will boost the economy in the future. He also said that banning rice imports saved the government billions in forex. Now, critics say that the import ban has worsened food inflation. Shehu also said that many of the economic problems are due to the Russia-Ukraine war. On anti-corruption, Shehu says the admin has performed so well that foreign governments have been more willing to return Abacha loot and other stolen money. He also said that the government has used this money to fund humanitarian affairs programs like SIP. But critics say that there's a lack of transparency in those programs and that there's also massive corruption. What do you say? Do you agree with Garba Shehu and the president, or do you agree with the Daily Trust? Was it out of order for the president to say that he's eager to leave the job, or does it not matter? 99.3, hello.
Hello?
Thanks for calling. What's your name, ma'am?
Yeah, my name is Chinayama.
Welcome, Chinayonwa. You've got 1 minute.
Yes. Buhari is crying to go home. He's tired of this leadership. But when he was coming out, he came out the first time, he did not succeed. Second time, in fact, I don't know how to put it. He really wants that leadership. He wants it. Now he wants to go home. If he wants to go, he didn't say, you know road now. We're not stopping him to go. You know road. He did extra glass so that he was zero to go to his own tank. You see, that's one thing that's now they don't give him any game on that. Now he wants to go. He's tired of this leadership. So what I'm saying is that if he's tired, he can quit.
Okay. Thanks for calling. We've got Moses in Ikeja on the line. Hi, Moses.
Yeah, good afternoon, President Sandra.
Welcome. You've got 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, and the president said he's tired. Wow. That's very, very heartfelt. What I want to say is that when this man came into power, I was doing well. I had a nice job.
Okay.
But I lost everything. Even as I'm talking to you, I don't have a job. I can't travel to my place. You know, my child in school can no longer go to school. I don't even know what, as a country, I'm gaining from under this president, under this regime, under this, I don't want to call it a political, but easy, I think, as a man, this man ruled my father and he's also ruling me. I feel like crying. Let him just go. Yes, right. The damages he has done. President Sandra, thank you very much.
Moses, thank you for calling. I'm really sorry you lost your job. I'm really sorry your kids cannot go to school. 99.3, hello.
Hello, President Sandra. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, ma'am?
I'm Zeno calling from Ikeja.
Welcome. You've got 1 minute.
Yes. The president didn't tell us anything. It's better he leaves now. If we are like other countries, look at what's happening in Sri Lanka right now. Isn't it? He left everything and then we were even complaining. Now we can't even talk. Because the suffering is choking us. It's choking us. Our children can't graduate from school. How many years running? You can't buy food in the market. I don't know. Look at insecurity. I'm sure you've been listening to the news for the past how many days. How much they are paying ransom just to get. What have we done to the politicians in this country? He should tell us. He should wait. Let him wait. He shouldn't say he's tired. He should wait. He was crying. He wants to come and be president. Now they're giving him. Now that he has left the country, worse than he left it. He should wait. He shouldn't go. Sandra, please help us to tell him not to go. He should wait and repair the country before leaving.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Ramsey is in Lekki. Hi, Ramsey. You've got 1 minute.
Yeah. Well, I think the president has done all he can based on the knowledge he has. And if he wants to go home, I think the best thing he should do is to resign and go and rest. I see what leaders who has things to offer fighting to remain in office. Boris Johnson is doing that in the UK. Though his parliament are all against him, but the young man feels he has something to offer. So, but if he feels he has nothing to offer again to us, I think the best bet is for him to go now that Nigeria can still pick up the little that is remaining. And I think that's just all. They should just resign and just go and rest. That's all.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. You just tuned in. You're wondering, well, why is everyone asking the president to resign? He says the job is tough. Mr. President says he's eager to go. He also says that he's left the country better than he met it. That's our first story. He said this to 10 APC governors who came to visit him in Daura. He told them, quote, "I'm eager to go. I can tell you it has been tough. I'm grateful to God that people appreciate the personal sacrifices we've been making. I wish the person who is coming after me the very best," end quote. Now, I said that I don't think the president should be surprised that the job is tough. You want to run a country, you should expect that it's not going to be easy, especially a country like Nigeria. I also don't think it makes for good optics for a president with 10 months left on the job to be saying that he's ready for it to be over. We're facing, like I said before, major crisis. Everywhere you look, insecurity, inflation, food prices are skyrocketing. ASU is on strike. Other unions want to join in. A lot is going on at the same time. So was this the right signal to send? Think about it, pray on it, and tell me what you think when we come back from this break. Also, when we come back from this break, Funke Akindele has confirmed that she's Lagos PDP's deputy governorship nominee. That's our second story. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. Don't go away.
Listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adeshino, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those. Those that need to be fired get fired. It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by that. I'm not a
14th and 15th, 2022. Or visit www.hotelexponigeria.com. Hotel Expo Nigeria 2022 is brought to you by The Singleton, DSTV Business, MTN, and Interswitch. Hotel Expo Nigeria 2022, redefining hospitality together. Media partners: Cool FM, Wazobia FM, and Nigeria Info.
For the past 4 years, the Agents for Citizen-Driven Transformation, ACT, funded by the European Union and implemented by the British Council, has collaborated with over 200 civil society organizations in Nigeria to drive development in 10 states selected across 6 geopolitical zones in the country. How has the ACT program helped strengthen the systems of civil society organizations, networks, and coalitions? How has it helped provide a platform for multi-stakeholder dialogue for an improved and effective regulatory environment for the operation of CSOs in Nigeria? What impact are these CSOs making across the country? Join us on 99.3 Nigeria Info every Tuesday from 6:30 a.m. as we discuss these and more. This program is brought to you by the ACT program in collaboration with Nigeria Info.
A dominance which started in 1991 is about to be extended in 2022.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adeshino, isn't the president responsible to the people?
Funke Akindele has confirmed that she's Lagos's PDP or Lagos PDP's deputy governorship nominee. That's our second story. We've been hearing the rumors and the reports for a while, but today there was official confirmation. This morning, the actress herself put this video on her Instagram.
To share with you my decision to venture into what I consider a much bigger facet of service to humanity. I am convinced it's best to hear directly from me. With my known career in the entertainment industry spanning over 25 years and the God-given grace to achieve quite remarkable success, I have had the privilege of access to work and engage with people from all walks and strata of life. Within this period, I've watched with great concern the plight of the less fortunate, especially in the youth category. And this drifted me towards my less popular but equally strong passion, which is to help, assist, and contribute to the growth of youths, women, and children. I was raised by a strict teacher father who retired as a school principal and a caring mother who is a medical doctor, to be hardworking and to have value for life. Therefore, dignity of labor and compassion for the needy became second nature to me and resulted in the birth of the Jennifer Foundation. With this, I've been able to reach out and help the youths by providing job opportunities and welfare to those in need. I am a Lagosian, born out of Ikorodu. So when the Lagos PDP gubernatorial candidate, Dr. Abdulaziz Olajide Adediran Jando, asked me to be his running mate as a deputy governor in the next year's gubernatorial election, I saw it as an opportunity to help liberate and improve the welfare of our people, particularly the deprived youth, women, and the girl child. My decision is not only to accept this huge responsibility, but also to work tirelessly and complement Jando's burning desire to see our state of Lagos live up to its full potential, with the people as immediate and direct beneficiaries. Over the years, a lot of young people have been ignored, victimized, maimed, for daring to have a dream. So I use this opportunity to call out all well-meaning residents of Lagos, especially the youths. It's indeed time to use our numerical strength to our full advantage. It's time to take our rightful place in matters that concerns our lives and our future. It's time to be responsible our own. I am not unaware because of this assignment to my vibrant career, which I must now necessarily put on hold. It's a huge personal sacrifice. But my resolve is that no sacrifice is too much for the actualization of the urgent mission to rescue our people and our dear state. I must express my deep appreciation both to our party leadership and our gubernatorial candidates for considering me worthy of such a great call to serve our people. It's a call that I take with reverence and utmost sense of responsibility. Indeed, we can achieve a Lagos that truly works for all her residents as opposed to a privileged, hand-picked few. So let's do it. Given your mandate, be assured that the people's governor, Dr. Olajide Adediran, with the support of my humble self, represent the much-needed breath of fresh air in Lagos. Thank you. I am Funke Akindele, PDP Deputy Governorship Candidate, Lagos State. Dear Lagosians,
all right, you've heard from the woman. I think this may be the first time that a Nigerian politician has declared for an office on the gram. I don't know, I'm going to have to find out. Of course, Akindele doesn't have any previous political experience. As she said, though, she runs her own foundation for philanthropic work. By the way, before today, Akindele has only ever featured in one hard fact story. That was when she got arrested and convicted for breaking COVID-19 rules by hosting a party with her then husband, GGC Skills. But officially, Akindele is not an ex-convict because Governor Sanwo-Olu pardoned her, if you remember. Now, I would pay heavy money to be a fly on the wall in our Lausa when the governor heard that someone he pardoned is now trying to remove him from office. But that's by the way. But yes, we now know that the PDP is fielding Olajide Jando Adediran and Funke Jennifer Akindele against Babajide Sanwo-Olu and Obafemi Hamzat. Lagos, what do you think about this matchup? Men call me on 0700-993-993-993. Women call me on 01465-7190. Yes, you can still talk about our first story on the show today. Do you think that Akindele's star power as a Nollywood actress and as an Instagram powerhouse will translate to support and votes for the PDP? Do you think she'll be able to energize non-traditional voters for the PDP in Lagos? 99.3, hello.
Hello.
Thanks for calling us.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
This is Mr. Victor Christopher from Alakbolegote.
Welcome, go ahead.
It's a nice way to go for PDP against APC in Lagos State.
Okay.
Because I can see APC have run Lagos State for many years.
Okay.
And this particular era, I cannot see a lot of things that they have done so far.
Okay.
So I think this is the end of APC.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling. 99.3, hello. Sorry about that. 99.3, hello. Adeshewa, welcome. You've got 1 minute.
I know I have just 1 minute. Yes. I'll just rush over it once and for all.
Okay.
The first story, I'm rating Buhari just 5/10, which is even fair on my own side.
Okay.
But let's look at it that as if I don't want people to have my head though this afternoon.
Okay.
Because people are so tense. But can't we look at it as if Buhari is just a sheep among wolves?
Okay.
He's dishing out things, but we may not know whether those that are surrounding him are the ones really messing it up.
Okay.
But when he got to the stage that his life was involved, as in he was attacked, that's when he knew it. Is this thing? So upon all what I'm doing, people still want to take my life. You know, that kind of a thing.
Okay.
So maybe that's why he's making up his own mind. To me, I think it's a sheep among wolves. Then concerning Akindele, she should face a movie. I prefer her in a movie than this political this thing that she wants to do.
Okay.
People should not have my head.
All right, Adeshowa, thank you for calling. We've got Ekene Ikeja on the line. Hi, Ekene.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sandra Ezekwesili, 101.
Good afternoon to you, Ekene. Welcome.
How are you doing today?
I'm very well. You've got 1 minute.
I want to talk about the two issues, the area issue and the Lagos State election issue.
All right.
To me personally, it has a word, the proverb people say that Ochiko one down, one, and now one say that again. The key will say more than no go sleep, you no go sleep. So if one say in what Nigeria, you go finish them. You will finish it. It cannot leave us the road. Because we have brought hardship in this nation. And he says it's bad. So you don't know before he's taking the job. No problem. To me personally, PDP is a good move. Lovely if I were there.
Okay.
You understand? But Gambode has a lot of fun. My legacy is still smelling in Lagos, all over Lagos.
Okay.
Any place you go, you know that this man's work.
Okay.
But I wish him good luck.
All right. Thank you very much, Ekene, for calling. Sharon is on the line. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, good evening, Sandy. Good afternoon, Sandra.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. Welcome. Go ahead.
Okay, so for me, I think Buhari, if he's really tired, like he can really resign. It's not that hard. I'm sure that someone can allow him to resign. So he really needs to just
be the first president to resign. Now, wow. Who wants?
I mean, I know it's very hard for that to happen in Nigeria, but I mean, for him to get to the point where he's I'm tired, then he should take a break. He's an old man anyway. And as for Funke, I like what is happening, really. Okay. Like, let's whether PDP wins or not in Lagos. But I like that, people are more aware. People are getting into this politicking. We'll give them, even if APC wins, let them fight for it. Let it be a fight.
Okay.
So I think, like, it's a good thing that she's coming. Let them be a fight for the seat. Okay. Even in the national level, like, Labour Party and all that. Let there be a little politics regardless of who wins.
Okay.
That's what I think.
All right. Sharon, thank you so much. I love how everyone's sticking to the 1 minute rule. I really love this 1 minute of a thing. Like, it's so awesome. See how many calls we've taken. 99.3, hello. Hello.
Hello, Madam Sandra.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Jerry from Ikoton.
Jerry, you've got 1 minute. You've got 1 minute. Welcome.
Okay, should I just speak on the first issue or going on with that?
You can speak on both. You have 1 minute to do it.
Okay, on that of the presidency is tired. I'm one of the people that voted for him, but I'm highly disappointed in his governance. So I think it will just go now than telling us that he's tired. It will just go there. And the beauty part of this world is most of us refuse to accept resignation. That is, we don't want to say, okay, go, let me go, I'll resign. It's hard for an African person. I wish you told that part and just resign.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, Jerry. 99.3. Hello.
Hello.
Good to have you on the show. What's your name, ma'am?
This is Madam CJ.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Turn your radio off. Can you turn your radio off for me?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's still on.
So I'll turn it off.
Okay. Okay, no. I have to end that call. I'm so sorry. Call us back if you can. We've got a message here from Alaba Lakbe, who says, yes, the president's job is the toughest job on earth. However, I pray to God Almighty to strengthen President Muhammad Buhari beyond 2023, and God should as well give him more wisdom and knowledge so that he can do those things that Nigeria sees not to be right in his government. On the issue of Akindele being PDP's deputy governor of Lagos, Sandra, if to go by me personally, morally she's not fit enough for the job, but I pray to God to help me help Jando to survive this. All right, Alaba, thank you very much for your message. Dele Yusuf says, President Sandra, from the onset, President Buhari was not set for the job. He only wanted the position just for the sake of it. Every sector in the country under his watch has gone comatose. Sadly for him, the little positives that he had in the 80s has been obliterated by his present abysmal performance. All right. We've got a message here from Emmanuel who says Buhari should have resigned. Mayor saying he's eager to leave is not enough. Why is resigning a problem in Nigeria? Anyway, I don't envy anyone governing Nigeria. Nigerians are really hard to lead. All right, Emmanuel. Thank you very much for your message. We've got David who says it's time to sweep away APC from Lagos and at the national level. They've not performed as expected. Okay. We've got this one here. Adesha. No. You didn't leave your name. Hold on. Okay, you didn't leave your name, but you say, in January this year, I can still spend 600 naira to feed my children in the morning. But as it is now, I will spend 1,200 to cook the food that they will take to school. With that, I'm still not satisfied with what I'm giving them to school. Snacks is something. Bread, say, make I buy, make you see. Best decision ever. I love this move, Jando all the way. Adeshawa should not say that. We need her now and ever. That's an essay from Ikorodu with that message. Ebi Nisolo says, concerning Funke Akindele's nomination as deputy governorship candidate, I think PDP is totally wrong. Funke has no civil service or political experience to occupy that space. It should be more than hype. They should have gone for a technocrat. I wish her all the best. All right, Abby from Isolo, thank you very much. But I have heard critics say that even though she doesn't have political experience, she runs a foundation, so she has some antecedent for being interested in social issues. And some people also say that her, if you say that her lack of experience is a minus, the ones where get experience, how far? These are some of the arguments I've heard so far. What do you think of those arguments? Let me come back to the phone lines. Pick 2 calls, 1 minute each, then move on to our final story. Our final story is Garba Shehu again saying that Nigerians should stop paying ransom. I'll tell you about that after these calls. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. This is Hard Facts on 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm on social media as S. Ezekwesili. We can catch up there if you want to. Right now, we're taking a look at 3 of the biggest stories of the day. We've gone through the first 2. The third one is on the way. I'll take 2 calls and bring you the third. 99.3. Hello.
Hello.
Good to have you on the show.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name? Hello. That's unfortunate. 99.3.
Hello.
Good to have you on the show. What's your name, ma'am? Hello. All right. That's unfortunate. Good evening. What's your name, ma'am?
Hello. This is Madam CJ.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome. You've got a minute.
All right. First of all,
down.
Buhari said that he's tired, the best thing for him to do is to resign.
Okay.
When you say this thing, you are fed up with something, you give up. He should just resign, but he wouldn't do that. Now, on the Akindele matter, I'm sorry, even though she's a woman,
okay,
Akindele doesn't have the stomach for that.
Okay.
She doesn't have the record. I'm sorry.
Okay.
She's not a role model to me.
Okay.
For her to take that kind of office. If it's another woman, then we can talk about that, but Akindele, no.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you very much for calling. I should also mention that Akindele has her own production company that she built from scratch. So there's that. We've got Paul in Egbeda on the line. Paul, you're my last caller. How are you?
I'm fine, Sandra. Good evening.
Good evening. You've got 1 minute.
Yeah, Sandra, I'm in support of Akindele.
Okay.
We should encourage her, Rome was not built in a day.
Okay.
Whether PDP wins Lagos or not, which we pray should happen, or whether it does or not, it should be a good experience to start with.
Okay.
Then concerning President Muhammad Buhari, he should resign. It's overdue. At least once you begin to complain that you're tired, the ideal thing to do is to throw in the towel. We're even tired. He should resign. Thank you.
All right, Paul, thank you very much for calling us. Now, to that story of Garba Shehu saying that Nigerians should stop paying ransom. That's our third story. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. We talked in story 1 about Garba Shehu defending the president's performance. And when it got to the issue of insecurity and kidnapping specifically, he said, quote, sometimes you also can sympathize with family members in that highly emotive situation. The first priority for many of them is to get that family back home. And they're willing to pay, and they have been paying. These payments, whether anybody likes it or not, will continue to fuel terrorism. We have to learn from the experience in other lands that when you pay, you are fueling terrorism. You are fueling the hijack and kidnap of fellow citizens. And it will go on and on until when people call their bluff. End quote. So Garba Shehu is telling the families of kidnapped victims to find the strength not to pay, that they should resist, that they should chest it. They should tell the terrorists to do their worst. And if they can't do that, according to Garba Shehu, then they are responsible for funding those terrorists and continuing the cycle. Call their bluff. What's your take on this? See, it's sweet to talk. I say that because what's the alternative? Has the government done its job? Can Nigerians trust that if they don't pay the ransom, if they do call the bluff of the kidnappers and the terrorists, government will find a way to get their loved ones home? Can they trust the security agencies to conduct rescue operations? Or is Garba Shehu saying that people should leave their loved ones to die? Because we've seen these terrorists kill some of their hostages. They do kill some of their hostages when there's no ransom. If Nigerians keep paying ransoms because they don't trust government to save them, should we blame Nigerians for funding the terrorists, or should we blame government? What's the government's attitude and posture towards these terrorists? What message is the government sending to give Nigerians the confidence needed to call their bluff? Let's hear it from Mr. President himself, President Buhari. Here's what he said.
Your administration achieved a lot since coming to power in 2015. A lot more can still be done. What are the things you'd like to see accomplished before you leave office?
I hope the rest of Nigerians that are making trouble, the terrorists and so on, will understand Nigeria's problem is for people to be productive in terms of producing the food we eat. Look at when we closed our borders for about 2 years. We stopped importing rice, a lot of people had gone back to the land and they haven't regretted it. We are now feeding ourselves and some rice is being exported. So this is my objective and I am achieving it. My only problem is that there are still people who really benefit from killing other people and stealing and so on.
What message do you have for them?
Well, I hope they will sit and reflect and make sure that they save their names and the names of their families.
That's the message to the terrorists. Not we will hunt you down, not you will face justice, not you will account for every abducted Nigerian, not we will speak to you in a language you understand. Instead, it's consider your family name. Lagos, over to you. 0700-993-993-993. How do you see Garba Shehu's statement? And yes, you can talk to me about the emergence of Funke Akindele as a deputy governorship nominee for the PDP. You can also talk to me about our first story, the president saying, Omo, I don't tire, I won't go house, I can't wait, this job tough. I'm not envying the person that will take over from me. 0700-993-993-993 01465-7190 99.3. Hello.
Hello.
Good to have you on the show. What's your name, ma'am?
My name is my name is Chinwa.
Chinwa, welcome. You've got 1 minute.
Yes, Sandra.
Yes.
You know the president. He said he's tired. Please let him go.
Okay.
We two Nigerians were tired of him. He should go.
Okay.
Enough is enough. So many people are dying. There's no food. What else can we say? Let him go and rest. He's an old man. He should go and rest with his grandchildren. That's by the way. As for Kindele, Funke Akindele, I think I support her.
Okay.
Let's support her. Let's run the little hand around her. Women, and support her. She is our own. Nobody should say she does not have experience. Experience what? The ones that had experience, what are they doing? I support her.
Okay.
Then, the one for concerning the Boko Haram issue, that one, in Igbo land, they say, only for Anankwahu to the Godeso, where Buhari brought those people in.
Okay. Buhari didn't bring the terrorists in. Apologies about that comment. We've got Baba J and Badagry on the line. Baba J, you've got 1 minute.
Okay, Sandra, I greet you.
I greet you too.
Yeah, quickly, let me talk about Akindele.
Okay.
I think he's a good owner. Jadon should, entertainment industry. I think we should have them. As somebody said, Funke Akindele is not my role model.
Okay.
Don't talk about our relationship, please. Those people have good relationship. Their wife, they are still with them. What are they doing today? Just look at the leaders. You are telling us that, look, they are not good. They are still with their, spouse. Don't look at that one as a yardstick, please. If your certificate is your spouse, you are still with your spouse. What is your achievement? Like now, Sandra, you are telling people our achievements. This is the lady that built her career from the scratch. And you are saying it's not your role model. I think I'm not too happy with that. We Nigerians, we pretend too much. I don't like that. Thank you very much.
All right, Baba J, bless you as well. Thank you very much for calling. Let's see. Do we have time to take another call? Joy, you're going to have to give us a call back. Joy, who's calling from Ikeja, because we have to take a break in a few seconds. But for right now, let me take comments from, WhatsApp. We've got a message here that says, we're in a country where anything goes, no accountability, incompetence, lack of vision. This is what we get when you have jokers in power. Senate and co, presidency, musketeers. The question is, how do we survive this government? Okay. This one says, please let Akindele be. She is even qualified to be our president. I support her fully with my vote. That's Samson from Akute with that message. Lagos, I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. We'll take a break. It's a very short one. We'll be right back.
Let them come and kill me. I can never take it.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
We bring fun, good vibes.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adeshino, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next... We've got a message here. President Buhari should resign. Life is not that hard. The government that is not working. How can they protect our loved ones? All right. We've got Dennis from Port Harcourt who says, if the president is tired, please tell him that we in Port Harcourt, you don't say we retire. All right. We've got a message here from Femi Adegbile who says, definitely looking bleak with the PDP running mate nomination. Might be yet another landslide cruise for the ruling party. Adegbile Femi with that message there. We've got Abiodun who says, President Buhari says he's tired. When it's remaining how many months? Anyway, he better resigns and let Oshimbajo take the steering. Jando Akindele is a good mood. We need compassionate and God-fearing people. I wish them the best. All right. Abiodun is from Reason Christ in Orelokpe. We've got Oreofeoluwa from Ikorodu who says, I really want to use this opportunity to commend the best president in the world for his activeness and right attitude to rule Nigeria. He has done the best, and history will forever be unkind to him by being remembered. Funke is the best Lagos choice for me. I believe that PDP can take over Lagos. That's a message from Ore. All right, thank you very much for your message. Bioye from Yaba says, PMB is tired. We say we're tired. Maybe Oshimbajo can do something if PMB resigns. As per Funke Akindele, I was surprised, but I wish her the very best. I like the change that PDP is bringing. We've got a message here from Chris, who's listening in Accra, who says, I assume you guys are quoting PMB out of context. He says that he looks forward to returning to Daura in 11 months' time. His statement was frank. On leaving Nigeria better than he met it, I think he's not far-fetched. If you follow the trajectory of events in 2012 to 2015, Nigeria would have been a killing field and a wild, wild west by now. On economy, Buhari inherited an economy premised on faulty lines. Imagine if it is GJ that is facing what PMB is facing now. And it was inevitable the winter to GJ's summer was coming. Sadly, it was PMB that inherited it. There's no economy in the world that is better off today than it was in 2012. UK, SA, Ghana, at least these three countries have been visiting pre and post GJ era. Chris from Accra with that message there. Chris, thank you very much. We've got this one here that says Buhari won't know the damages he's caused innocent people in this country till he witnesses it by himself. Okay. We've got this one here that says, sincerely, what has the president done for us? Well, I mean, you can travel by train now. Sure, you could get attacked by terrorists, but at least you can travel by train now. Okay. Victor from Ikotun with that message there. We've got Frank from Ikorodu who says, you don't understand the logic here. Buhari is indirectly warning Tinubu to stay clear from 2023 election because of old age. Okay, Frank. You got that from the president's message. That's quite a reach, but okay. We've got so many messages. My God, so many messages. Let me go to Facebook very quickly. Olani says, PMB by now would have been impeached if it's the Western world. That's a message from Olani Arowojolu. Adam Nasara says, he's now tired of wasting our resources. He should have been tired of the job since, not now. Okay. Ebi Amber says, what is the state of the Nigerian economy right now? As we speak, 10,000 naira is behaving like 10 naira in our markets. I think Buhari's remark on Nigeria's present condition is a slap in the face. The facts speaks for themselves that Nigeria is worse than he met it in 2015. Okay, let's take a look at Twitter. We've got notifications there. We've got Mayokun who says, Funke Akindele's foray into politics is welcome. She has all it takes. This is it. Women in politics. I applaud her. Mayokun Yahaya with that message there. Ismaila says, Buhari's government is the worst one since I became an adult. Emilo Khan on Twitter says, PDP is really funny in Lagos. Jando made all the noise in this Lagos. I was really thinking he would make something out of the race or even unseat the APC. But putting Funke on the ticket seems like a big joke to me. We've got Big Daddy Paul on Twitter who says, President Buhari resigning is long overdue. I keep imagining why we keep celebrating ineptitude in this country. Nigeria is currently facing insecurity, hunger, ASU strike, high rate of inflation. The honorable thing to do is resign. A final message here from Joy Forever on Twitter. Joy says, Buhari has done his best, which is the worst for Nigeria. Leaving Nigeria better is a fallacy by Shehu Garba. People pay ransom because government has nothing to offer. I am not sure Lagos PDP is serious. Let's watch and see. All right, Joy, and everybody else who's contributed to this conversation, thank you so much for being a part of the Big Three. Don't forget, we have Community U Report coming your way where we'll feel your pulse here in Lagos, find out what's happening with the flooding situation in your part of Lagos. Now, of course, at 5 o'clock, we'll really dig down into politics. Talk about this Muslim ticket, talk about Obi's running mate, talk about Toyin Prince-Will resigning from the APC. There's so much happening in the world of politics. Let's try and dig into it. Then at 6:15, do you respect your children? Do you think your parents respect you? At what point did you know for sure? These my parents respect me, die. At what age did you earn the respect of your parents? As parents, do you owe your children respect? I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. Lagos, don't go away.
And now the business news.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adeshino, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those. Those that need to be fired are fired. It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by that. I'm not a
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.